Hello everyone, I'm Sanji. Thank you for stopping by my channel. If this isn't your first time and you've checked me out before, thank you so much for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. I'd very much appreciate it if you hit the subscription button and the little bell so that you will be notified when I upload new content. Okay, so let's get into it. We are discussing astrological pairings based on sun sign. In this video, we will be discussing Virgo. Who's a Virgo? Well, Virgos have birthdays that fall between calendar date August 23rd through and including September 22nd. So if you or your loved one has a birthday that falls on or in between those days, they are Virgo. So what are we doing? We are pairing up sun sign Virgo with every other sun sign on the astrological chart. And we're seeing what a typical relationship is like when you are paired with Virgo. Now, here's the disclaimer. Is this everything that'll happen in your relationship? Absolutely not. People are different and unique in their own ways. However, this is a general depiction of what could happen when your sun sign is paired with Virgo. Got it? Good. Okay, so let's talk about some general description of sun sign Virgo. Well, right off the top, Virgos are known for being quite thorough. What does that mean? Well, they are known as the perfectionist of the zodiac. Yeah. If you want something planned and done right the first time, you should probably get yourself a Virgo to complete the task. The Virgo is the smoldering intellectual type, all right? They have a fantastic eye for detail, and they love order, efficiency, and precision in all things, okay? Now, if you find intelligence and professionalism with a reserved demeanor, typically, then you're gonna love yourself a Virgo. Virgos have a very quick mind and typically a very good sense of humor in most things. A Virgo will lose patience if you are not quite as precise and proficient as you could be. But we'll talk about that later in the sun sign pairings, okay? They are the empathizers and the good listeners of the zodiac. So if you got a Virgo in your life and you're going through some things, they are the ones to tell your problems to and probably come up with a great solution for you too. Now, a common fault attributed to Virgo is that they are highly critical of themselves and others. They are likely to have trouble relaxing as they are so efficient that Virgos just keep going and going and going. And being idle seems like a waste of time to most Virgos. So, they are typically reserved people, and they don't relax and let their hair down, so to speak, until they know you. Virgos are known to be the observers of the zodiac, a lot like Scorpio, but slightly different. They are analytical, discriminating about who they spend their time with, and quite reliable once you have a Virgo in your life. Now, Virgos typically have a great sense of humor, as I said, which can be quite off-putting at first because they are so reserved and professional about most of the things that they do. Now, they can be seen as picky, aloof, sarcastic, pessimistic, and sometimes whiny. Sorry, Virgo. They said it. I didn't, all right? Now, they're highly critical of themselves and others, but that is because they're seeking perfection. And typically, a Virgo will be a lot harder on themselves than they are on you. Now, their self-imposed modesty, however, is quite endearing. They're very sweet and kind people. Some people think, well, because they are so reserved and laid back and they keep a very professional exterior, that can sometimes lead to being called boring. No, not at all. As I said, Virgos have a very good sense of humor, quick wit, and they are also known as the secret freaks of the zodiac. Bet you didn't know that. Oh yeah, a Virgo will not let their guard down and let you see just how freaky they can be until they trust you. So, if your Virgo hasn't quite let you into their secret place, keep working at it. It's in there. Now, they analyze love and they seek perfection in all things. They are typically loyal to you, so they're great partners. Unless they're unsatisfied in your relationship, then you might have yourself a problematic Virgo. Conversations and intellectual connections tend to be what's most important to them. And they are typically neat and very well-groomed people. Virgos have been portrayed as the nagging, uptight type, but that is quite the contrary. That's a really bad name that's been given to Virgo. In fact, Virgos can be and are lots of fun in most settings. So, if you got yourself a Virgo, you've got somebody that's quite interesting. How they'll match up with you? Well, stay tuned when I tell you what it's like for your sign to be matched with sun sign Virgo. Hello, Virgo with Virgo. Welcome to your matchup. So right off the bat, not all sun signs that are the same are compatible. A lot of times there's too much sameness going on, and that creates a problem. Now, could this be one of those matchups? Of course. However, this also has the capacity to be one of the greatest matchups. Of course, with a little bit of compromise. So, let's get into it. The main danger in a matchup of a Virgo with a Virgo is that you're both too much of the same. You're both too intelligent and you're both too analytical. So, one of you or both of you, and you equally find your rhythm, is going to have to know when the one person is pulling, the other person is pushing, and kind of ease off. So you guys are going to have to do that gas, brakes kind of thing with each other, all right? You're both perfectionists, all right? You both can be workaholics. You both are very practical, both highly organized and methodical. So that's a lot of time in your head for the both of you. Again, another danger zone, because if you spend all that time in your head, when do you get to feel anything? Also, if you're both waiting for things and conditions to be perfect, when do you actually make the move to do anything? You see what I'm saying? So, too much of a good thing isn't always a good thing. All right? So from an efficiency standpoint, this matchup scores a 10. You guys are the couple to get things done. Oh yeah, you want something done? Give it to a Virgo. You want it done and you want it done well, give it to a Virgo matchup. Now, this is, I must say here, one of the best business relationships. So if you two are working together in an entrepreneurial type venture, anything regarding business, two Virgos together, my goodness, my gracious, it is going to happen. It is going to get done. And by hook or by crook, it is going to get done well. So if you're watching just because you have the possibility of working with a fellow Virgo, chances are this is going to be pretty darn successful. And I'm giving you guys a thumbs up to to make it happen and get it done. However, if this is a love relationship, then we're going to go back into those areas of compromise. Gas brakes, kind of like driving a stick shift a little bit. Now, the concern for this matchup is spending too much time being productive and efficient and not enough time relaxing and playing. Because a relationship needs that. You just can't work. You can't go from project to project to project. And you can't take those fun times of going on vacation and turning it into drudgery because you are both planning every movement of the vacation. You've got to learn to relax a little bit. And if you're going to schedule something, then you have to early on begin to schedule downtime and date night. That's right. And there's our rules to date night. You can only spend so much time talking about work because, let's face it, you guys enjoy talking about work, and then the rest of it has to be about each other and your feelings and fun. Can you do that, Virgo? Sure you can. You can do it well because you're perfectionist and that's what you like. So perfectly plan date night, perfectly plan some fun, and perfectly plan time for the two of you to relax together. All right? Now, when it comes to your partner and you following your hearts, not your heads, yeah, that's going to take some work. So you're going to have to allow each other time to be foolish. I know you can do it. Everybody can do it. So if you have to schedule, like, this is a time where I'm just doing something that absolutely does not matter for myself and then with my partner, believe me, this matchup will benefit from it, okay? Because the two of you being perfectionists and workaholics, it is so important that you get into the habit early on to make time for sharing, caring, and loving on your partner and yourself, right? Because this keeps you healthy. It's important that you get in this habit and you do it, and you don't let work become more of a priority. And don't look at having to do this to sustain your relationship as work. It really isn't. It's supposed to be fun. And if you will allow yourself to shut down, Virgo and Virgo, you will find that you have a lot of fun because you both have fantastic senses of humor and you both are great empathizers and fantastic listeners. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that early on in the relationship, the two of you are both kind of standoffish. That's just a Virgo way. Virgo likes to be assured that this is something that they want to pursue. Well, if you're both doing that, then you will understand the cautiousness in each other. However, there is a chance that you might misread your other person's standoffishness and aloof behavior as disinterest. No, Virgo, not necessarily true. One thing that I suggest that the two of you do early on when you begin to question your partner's interests is that you simply use your excellent communication skills and ask them. Imagine that. Rocket science, right? Yeah, just ask your partner where they are in the relationship. Don't assume that their behavior that you're mirroring is the same or something more than what it is. Simply ask them. You'll probably find that they're just being like you, a Virgo. Now, as it progresses on, another thing that Virgos are somewhat known for is not being overly assertive in the love-making department early on. Well, if you're both being that way, it's gonna be a little difficult to make things happen. So somebody's gonna have to go for it. Rock, paper, scissors if you need to. I don't know what to tell you. What I can say is that once you two become much more comfortable with each other in your space, all that's out the window, and you two will be freely pursuing each other with the animal magnetism that we know Virgo has. That's right. You've got two super freaks together. Virgo. You know your Virgo's secret over there. Time to explore. So get comfortable. Use your communication skills. Do not overwork it or overthink it. Make time for fun. Make time to relax. Remember, everything doesn't have to be perfect. Everything can sometimes just be everything. All right, Virgo with Virgo, that's your matchup. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscription button as well as the bell so you can be notified when I upload some more content. I appreciate your support. Until next time, I'm Sanji. Take care. Bye-bye.